despite that calm air we brought you a few moments ago. Walter Smith could not control his emotions from the higher vantage point.
That was a silly free kick for Tosh McKinley to give away. Ian Ferguson was going nowhere, he had him facing away from his goal, and all he's done is invite pressure on his defence.
Petric settles for the throw. Not totally happy with what he's doing, the Rangers manager. Goff though with a biting flick. Jury. That was a potentially damaging clash. McNamara fell by Mackay, his teammate incidentally.
He wasn't outfield as well. Well, McNamara's got eyes on the ball. Both have, to be fair, but McNamara's going to head it. Mackay's going to follow it. There was only one winner in winning the ball, and there was only one person going to come off second best, and that was Jackie McNamara.
Well, there are enough ways to get bruised in this match without that happening. It is an exhausting encounter, and that's just when you're watching. Miller. This is McNamara moving well now. Gap again on the right. Gordon Jury spotted it, on the right from Rangers' point of view, on this near side. Ferguson in the centre again. But here's Gascoigne. McLaren. Oh, there was room through the middle. If Miller had actually realised that and let the ball run. It's a gap where Celtic wouldn't have wanted to leave one. Good anticipation by O'Donnell. It's been another two Celtic players collide. They're trying so hard. It means so much, not just for the local pride that we all know about, but Celtic want to win a championship again. They've not done it since 1988. They've not won the New Year Old Firm derby since 1988. 2 goals from Frank McAvenny 8 years ago.
I think Paul McStay's asking, that tackle's no worse than the one Tom Boyd was booked for. And I think that's what Paul McStay's probably saying to Les Mottram. O'Donnell's always ahead of Ian Ferguson, always winning the ball.
Collins takes. Roydon coming in. O'Donnell is there. Knocked away by Miller. To Jury. That was nicely done. Selenko was offside, had the ball got beyond Boyd. Next football for you on Sky Sports, involving the FA Cup this weekend. On Saturday, extended highlights of Manchester United against Sunderland at 6 o'clock. And our live game on Sunday, we start at midday, Derby County against Leeds United, 3rd round of the FA Cup.
Funny feeling this will be a booking.
I don't think there's any escape for David Robertson.
Paul McStay does really well, just nips it past him. Completely fools David Robertson.
It's getting on for 4 years ago that Robertson was sent off in an old firm clash in the Scottish Cup. But it's yellow, not red here tonight. It's won by Ferguson, helped on by Jury. Petric. Stay couldn't get there. Pass from Miller, Laudrup against Boyd. Donnelly trying to give him some help, but Boyd didn't need any help. Boyd again. Tom. Van Hooijdonk. Wanting support infield through the centre, and it wasn't quite where Van Hooijdonk played the ball.
Again, that was a pity. It was a great run from Tom Boyd. After taking the ball off of Brian Laudrup, really deep in his own half. He wasn't happy just to pop it off and stop. Carried on with the move.
Rangers have lost sight of Andreas Tom for a moment. Donnelly trying to get it back to Collins. Some tidy play in there by Ferguson.
I think they've been a little unlucky in the last couple of minutes, Celtic. Two good attacks, and the one thing that let them down was just lack of bodies. As Andreas Tom went to cross the ball only, Van Hooijdonk and Donnelly had managed to get themselves in advanced positions. As you see here, as they pop it off, now he's got a great position. But look how many blue shirts compared to green and white. Totally outnumbered. It was always difficult for Tom to pick out someone who would be free.
Brings it in the air, back comes Celtic again, with O'Donnell very conspicuous. Tom. Here's Donnelly. Tom. Well, Celtic, as you would expect, forcing the play. Theirs is the greater need for the extra points tonight.
I think they've had the better of the opening, Celtic. Certainly the possession shows that. But look how deep Gordon Jury is. Who's that heading the ball out from the right back position? It's the Rangers striker. The guy picked the play up front. I think Tommy Burns will be quite happy to see that. So if Gordon Jury's that deep, he ain't going to score a goal. That's a certainty.
McStay has tried to slide it into the centre midfield, where Ian Ferguson is definitely deployed now. And Jury in the right back area again, as Celtic will down the Rangers left, or try to. McLaren across to clear. And Jury's looking at the bench and gesticulating as if he's taking up your point, Andy, as to what am I doing here?
I've every sympathy with him. But it is a problem. It's been a problem I've noticed since the opening minutes. And one that's got to be addressed. They just can't allow them to run free into that. The only other thing you can do is say to Brian Laudrup, you come and play this side and play from there. But I think it's something that they'll certainly be talking about in the dressing room at half-time. There's a big 5 minutes coming up. Celtic have got a good head of steam up, and they'll be anxious to try and nick one in the next 5 minutes. Rangers, on the other hand, will be keen to get a half-time level.
They've been saying about Celtic, they don't win the derbies when it really matters. Well, this one really does matter. They're piling in now, and Van Hooijdonk, the object of the Rangers' wrath. Petric on the ground, I think it was, who kicked out.
Well, they're having the right tussle, Van Hooijdonk and Petric, when any crosses coming into the box. Look at Gordon Petric. When he gets a grip of Van Hooijdonk, all the time it's coming in, he's really taking a chance. You can see the wild kick there. I think it's just as well for him that Les Mottram didn't see that. But he's taking a chance because he isn't half getting a grip of Van Hooijdonk's jersey every time the ball's coming in. The referee sees that, well,
he's got a lot of weight and height to throw around Van Hooijdonk. Sometimes you feel he doesn't do that. But here's Solenko. Trying to run past Boyd, who concedes the corner.
Again, there was a glorious opportunity for him just to roll Charlie Miller in. He broke from midfield. 2 or 3 times when Rangers have had the opportunity to play passes, players have run with the ball.
Well, Rangers have broken free momentarily from the pressure. Gascoigne's corner. Good knock by Tom. Petric, though, gets it back towards Jury. 7 is Miller. Solanka tried to just touch it off to Gascoigne, and he went the other way. And well offside, Van Hooydonk. Petric. Gascoigne. And it's beautifully done. Can't quite say the same about Ferguson's attempt to play it to Rangers' advantage further forward. 3 minutes plus stoppage time left in the first half.
Rangers have struggled really to make much impact in the last third. The choice of ball, or lack of ball, has let them down in the first half. Celtic have looked much more dangerous in the attacking thirds.
McNamara nipping in. Tussle with Gascoigne. Fuel the flames of anger in the crowd. Petric and Van Hooydonk. Well, this is really going to require some action from the referee.
Well, I thought this was the other way. Petric attracts him and then the arm goes out. I think that's the free kick. And there's not an awful lot happens after that. Van Hooydonk does nothing wrong for me. Petric runs the ball out of play. That's either a free kick or a throw into Celtic. The Rangers get the decision.
And Van Hooydonk gets the lecture when Petric really looked the culprit, as he was a few minutes ago in the penalty area when he kicked out. There's Mottram, for Scotland's refereeing representative in the last World Cup, of course. Petric takes the free kick. Jury shot.
Yeah, he was never in a position for me to get that shot. Enough power, enough control. It was far too high. Had other options on. But again, the thing that's let Rangers down has been their choice in the last third. As the ball just drops down, it's far too high. Look at the top of the screen. You pick out Solanka, you could have picked out David Robertson. He opted for the most difficult thing. But I suppose in the back of a 4-goal haul in your last game, you are going to take the chance and shoot.
Well, as they line up Rangers at the restart, Ian Ferguson has switched back. Gordon Jury is through the centre again. Of course, one option we haven't mentioned, and is Alec Cleland, the substitute. Could get him on and play him in his natural position. McStay. Now Tom. He's lost it to Gascoigne. Celtic having to play a bit on the retreat. Hasn't happened too often. They've got the ball again at the free kick as we go into stoppage time. Such a big night as a barometer of Celtic's improvement this season. The league table shows that they are better, but are they good enough to dethrone the champions who have had the title 7 times in a row? Celtic so proud that they're the club who've won it 9 times in succession in the past, in the 60s and 70s. Gascoigne already into the apology. But it's not going to be enough. Well, he's been determined to curb his bookings for dissent, but midfield men are expected to tackle. If you get it wrong these days, you run the risk of getting booked. He has been booked.
Well, I had a lot of sympathy, as most other people, when he was booking against Hibs at the weekend, but, well, you can't argue with that one.
High to Mackay, around the edge of the penalty area. Oh, that came back from McLaren, and Gorham was worried about handling it and giving away a free kick. There have been a lot of free kicks in this first half. Rangers think it's been taken. Laudrup thinks it's been retaken. Marshall had to make a save, but it's all irrelevant. It'll have to go back to where the referee is standing.
Quite rightly too. It was taken about 15-20 yards away from the incident. Well, if he's blowing his whistle, there's Mottram, but you're not going to hear it if you're 5 yards away from him, never mind 50. What about Andy Gorham there when he had to deal with that back pass? What a cool head he showed to take it on his chest and volley it when he was under severe pressure.
There's a cool chest and a clear head to recognise the threat. It's 0-0 at half-time. Gorham has played well. Celtic have forced the pace of the game. Plenty of stoppages. But Rangers, the league leaders, haven't conceded a goal to the side standing second at half-time at Celtic Park. It's Celtic 0, Rangers 0.
One lawyer, one law firm, one case, one mystery.
The whole truth's a pretty ambitious goal, but do tell me the truth I need to know.
One murder, one detective, one suspect.
When I walked in, she was dead.
One victim, one mistress, one wife.
Tell him this is going to be very expensive.
One surprise after another, after another, after another.
I have a warrant for Mr. Cross's arrest.
You want to tell me how your case got so compelling?
Back off.
The one, the only, Stephen Bochco's Murder One, premieres Sunday at 9 on Sky Movies.
Designed for the next millennium, the Vectra from Vauxhall.
It's All Sport's biggest ever big sale, and it's on now. Big savings on big brands, up to 50% off selected items. All Sport, it's not your average sale.
Wild One, the very best of Thin Lizzy. From one of the most influential rock bands of all time. Wild One, featuring the genius of Phil Lynott. 19 classic songs on one unique album. Thin Lizzy, Wild One, out now on CD and cassette.
We found it. The amber nectar.
What is that?
Oh, it's a flesh-eating spadefoot.
That is the mother of all toads.
Mother's behind you.
What do we do, Slake?
Well, you have to sip it slowly at first, see, to get the flavor. Then you just let it glide down. The golden throat charmer. Oh, he was after my nuts.
When your sore throat feels like this, try new Strepsils Dual Action. It numbs the throat with anesthetic and helps fight infection with antibacterials. For severe sore throats, new Strepsils Dual Action. Only from your pharmacist.
Spots? Round here.
On my forehead, my nose.
Don't worry about it. Just oxycute them. Ox. Oxy 10. Spots, oxycute 'em with Oxy 10.
I just use Oxy 10.
All right.
And it's Lasso in his pristine Predator boots, playing it to Ince, who's remarkably clean. Right, Predator curls it out to Gascoigne. Gascoigne in unfeasibly clean. Predators beats one, nutmegs another before his pinpoint cross is deftly laid off by Sheringham. Sparkling Predator for the new boy to power it home for England's first. From boot room to superstar, what a story.
Welcome back to Parkhead. No goals at half-time, but it's had everything else. 5 attempts from Celtic, 3 on target. Rangers haven't been on target yet, just 3 attempts. 5 corners between them, 3 for Rangers. 4 bookings between them, Boyd and McKinley from Celtic, Robertson and Gascoigne from Rangers. Oh, it's been tight. But Celtic have had 59% of the possession, look, tremendous amount. The ball in play 26 minutes from nearly 48. Charlie Nicholas and Mark Haitley are our guests here tonight. Have you enjoyed it, Charlie, so far?
Yes, I have. It's another typical Celtic Rangers derby. Plenty of passion. Not a lot of great passing movements, to be honest. We've seen some nice skills from Laudrup at times, but lots of passion, lots of incident.
You think Rangers will be the happier that half-time has come, Mark?
I think so. I mean, been both ends. I mean, they've had clear chances as such. A few dodgy offside decisions, but slightly. But as you say, plenty of passion, plenty of incident. You know, a lot of things for people to talk about at half-time.
Really is a wonderful night for it as well, isn't it? And driving rain has made a very slippery surface. That ball being slicked around. Early opportunities for Celtic. Andreas Tom was in on a couple of occasions. How good a chance was this, Charlie, when he came stealing in here?
This is a great chance for a striker to go and attack it. Andy Gray was mentioning that Celtic got most of the joy down the left-hand side. It's a great cross. It's inviting you to go and put your head on it and make yourself a bit of a hero. Yeah. And I think that's where you can see Andy Tom struggles to get a lot of goals. You know, he's more a creator than a finisher, but it was a tremendous cross.
He had another opportunity shortly after that when Andy Gorham was forced into making a very good save. Time and again, the keeper has done that down the years for Rangers, Mark, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he stays big all the time. It's, you know, it's a trait of Andy. He makes himself big. He's a big chap anyway, but he doesn't go down. He stays. You know, he does what Schmeichel does a lot. He comes out forward, where you know a lot of goalkeepers come out and they're going backwards all the time.
Yeah. It makes you make the decision. I think that becomes a problem when you're a forward. I mean, the run's great.
The great ball, everything.
It's a lovely weighted pass. You see Gorham standing up here.
Look, it's coming forward, his weight's going forward. Yeah. Great save.
And Rangers really have been restricted to trying to break from situations where they've been under pressure. And when that's happened, Brian Laudrup has been the man in the main. Yeah, just for a moment here, Mark, Andy, and I think most of the rest of us thought he was away, but he got caught, didn't he?
Yeah, we thought it was going to be a carbon copy of the goal he scored here last year. Was it last year? Hampden last year. I mean, well, we was remarking that, you know, Boyd did remarkably well to get back. It's the first time I've seen somebody catch Brian when he's been with the ball at his feet and running towards goal.
I think, Mark, that's probably the reason why he's been injured, just taking him time to come back in now, Laudrup.
Absolutely.
I think you've seen in the last 5 yards, the long surprise that he got caught.
Yeah, it was
goalless so far. We know that Rod Stewart's in the crowd. We spoke to him a little earlier. Let's get his half-time thoughts. He's with Davy Probin.
Rod, you've come a long way to watch Celtic tonight. How do you think they're doing so far?
Well, it's not a great game of football, but it's a wonderful spectacle, and I think if they score first, they're going to win. What do you think?
The last time you were here was back in August for the friendly against Newcastle United. A different atmosphere in the stadium tonight?
Oh, it's electric. I mean, the songs that are sung. I mean, every time I come up here, there's a new song, and that's what makes this game so totally original, so magic.
Dean Holdsworth, it's your first Glasgow derby, I understand. What do you make of it?
Yeah, it's a fascinating atmosphere, and there's a lot of tackles flying in, and I think Celtic are a little bit unfortunate to be not to be a goal up, really.
I understand you come up here in a bit of style today. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I come up with a man here, and he brought me up today, and we've had a fantastic journey up in the plane and stuff like that, and great atmosphere as we come, and it wasn't too hard to tell who the legend was up here. It wasn't me anyway.
Rod, give us a prediction for the second half.
Oh, I can't do that. I think, as I said, whoever scores the first goal, whether it be Rangers or Celtic, it could be all over. It's that tight. And as I said, it's not a great game of football, but it's so exciting. It's tremendous. I wish we were all here.
With us.
Anyway, lads, listen, thanks for joining us. Enjoy the second half.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course, it wasn't just any old plane, it was Rod Stewart's plane. That's the way to arrive for a football match. No goals yet. A little bit like that Coca-Cola Cup game here, when Rangers stole it late on. Is that likely to happen again? More in a moment.